Hello, my name is Tamar Serapien. I'm a technical business development manager with the Nutraceutical line of business with Univar Solutions. I've been with Univar Solutions for about 3 years, and my background is comprehensive in pharmaceutical, nutraceutical, as well as food. My technical background is that I am a food scientist, and I've got my master's in food science and technology. I'm excited to be presenting about this topic today, applying sports nutrition principles in adult nutrition, because it really combines my holistic background as well as my passion for fitness and nutrition. Aging is different for everyone. It differs based on physiology, lifestyle, and several other factors, but one fact remains: we are all undergoing constant aging. As we age, we experience changes in our nutrient requirements, our metabolism, and our physiological functions. This graphic illustrates changes that we see in aging adults. Changes in the frontal cortex, along with genetics, neural changes, hormones, and individual experiences, can all affect cognition and memory. Additional age-related changes can also include decreases in appetite, metabolic rate, and the ability to absorb nutrients. As a result, we may eat less than what we need to maintain good health and become at risk for nutrient deficiencies. We begin to lose about 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade after the age of 30. This figure then increases after the age of 60. This decrease in muscle mass and increase in muscle atrophy is often referred to as sarcopenia. Sarcopenia, in combination with decreased bone density and bone turnover, also known as osteosarcopenia, can lead to a loss of strength, mobility, and ultimately independence. Staying active and independent in adulthood is important for maintaining cognitive function due to the positive effects of physical activity on neuroplasticity of the brain. Independence in adults is associated with higher incidence of socialization, which is key to ensuring that adults are not falling subject to isolation and loneliness. It's not uncommon to see our cells under oxidative stress and our bodies undergo higher frequencies of inflammaging, which is a low-grade chronic systemic inflammation. Increases in inflammatory response can lead to suppressed immune function and joint stiffness, which also may contribute to a lack of mobility and desire for physical activity. Staying diligent about nutritional supplementation strategies can be useful to navigate the aging process for optimal outcomes. There are several obstacles that can hinder optimal nutrition in adults, the most common obstacle being management of chronic health conditions, when they are present, in which case medication is usually involved. Some medications can potentially interfere with nutrient absorption or metabolism, leading to nutrient deficiencies. Certain conditions, such as diabetes, heart disease, and kidney disease, may require specific dietary modifications to manage symptoms and prevent complications. Chronic health conditions can impact appetite, taste, and digestion, which can affect food choices and nutrient intake. Dietary modifications can be difficult to adhere to, and they may require a significant amount of effort, planning, and education. When creating nutritional supplements for this demographic, it's important to create products that are easy and convenient to consume. Exploring alternative forms of supplements, including liquids, sublinguals, gummies, or functional foods and beverages, can help adults with creating healthy habits that they can maintain over time. Malnutrition can be an issue in aging adults with significant consequences. Up to 50% of adults in the US are at risk for malnutrition. And as we can see from the graph on the left, the incidence of malnutrition-related hospital stays is highest in those over the age of 85. Causes in malnutrition can range from age-related loss in appetite, poor absorption of nutrients, difficulties of chewing and swallowing, and like we mentioned prior, chronic illness. Malnutrition can have serious consequences for adults, including weakened immune systems, muscle wasting, and can contribute to the development of chronic diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, and osteoporosis. Half of older adults living independently have less than optimal nutritional habits that increase their risk for disease. Additionally, malnutrition can contribute to overall negative energy balance, which may have implications for chronic disease progression and increased mortality rate. Easy-to-consume oral nutritional supplementation can help to ensure individuals are addressing their nutrient requirements, leading to better health and overall well-being. A potential management strategy that we can apply to adult nutrition is applying the principles of sports nutrition. The principles of sports nutrition focus on the needs of athletes and their specific nutritional requirements for fuel, enduring, and recovery, pre- and post-physical activity. Core principles include macronutrient and micronutrient balance, hydration, nutrient timing, and supplementation to bridge any nutrient gaps. Sports nutrition principles focus on preventing injury, fatigue, and optimizing performance for subsequent sessions of physical activity. So fueling refers to the nutrient consumption prior to and during exercise to provide energy for the body to function at an optimal level. For an adult, this can mean aiding energy levels to ensure adults are motivated to engage in physical activity. Adults tend to be the most sedentary age group, and they can spend 60 to 80% of their waking hours sedentary. Endurance refers to the ability of the individual to sustain physical activity for an extended period of time for superior performance. For adults, this means ensuring that adults are maintaining their physical and cognitive health for maximum overall health benefits. Recovery refers to repairing and restoring the body post-physical activity. For an adult, both maintenance and recovery are key to staying mobile and healthy. This is accomplished via consumption of key nutrients that assist with joint health and muscle synthesis and the avoidance of nutrient deficiencies. Let's take a look at some of the similarities of athletes versus aging adults. There are several commonalities to the key requirements of aging individuals to those of athletes. Both athletes and aging adults experience changes in their musculoskeletal structure and function. Changes in athletes and active individuals typically occur during physical activity. Their muscles and bones must adapt to the stress placed upon them during training, with a focus on becoming stronger and more efficient. Faced with the natural aging process, adults need to be mindful of joint degeneration and the onset of conditions like osteoarthritis and sarcopenia. In aging adults, a protein energy deficit can quickly lead to a loss of muscle mass, strength, and function, together with a transient depression of immune function so that exercise performance is completely compromised. Both groups need to be mindful of the right nutrients and protein intake to support muscle growth, recovery, and prevent muscle loss. Athletes may benefit from being mindful of the gut microbiome, in addition to nutrient timing and absorption. Staying hydrated and ensuring that proper absorption of nutrients is beneficial to athletes. Athletes also need to be mindful of exercise-induced stress, which can cause digestive issues. Similarly, an aging adult experiences changes in their microbiota due to changes in diet, any medications, and age-related loss of said microbiota, which can cause digestion issues. Both groups may benefit from consuming nutrient-dense diets with recommended amounts of fiber, pre, and probiotics. Cognition and focus are crucial to both athletes and aging adults. Athletes need to maintain focus and stay alert for extended periods of time during physical activity. This ensures they avoid injury and perform at their peak capabilities. The mind-to-muscle connection helps with better performance as well. Aging adults undergo changes in the frontal lobe and may experience age-related declines in attention and cognition. Fatigue and stress can affect both groups of individuals, so it's important to incorporate supportive nutrients in the form of nootropics to enhance and maintain cognitive functions. Whether you're creating products tailored to a professional athlete, a weekend warrior, or an aging adult, Univar Solutions offers a diverse range of products in its nutraceutical portfolio to help you create a value-added product. Let's take a look at some of these products. We do have Red Night, which is a beetroot juice extract. It's standardized to nitrates. Supplementation with a nitrate-rich beetroot extract may deliver neuromuscular advantages during resistance and exercise. Clinical trials on Red Night demonstrate its ability to improve resistance to fatigue. We also offer Coffee Fruit Pure, an upcycled and sustainably sourced dehydrated coffee fruit husk powder, which is a potent antioxidant alternative for your next supplement or functional food or beverage. We offer Serenade, a phosphatidylserine, which is a naturally occurring phospholipid which supports proteins which manage the entry of nutrients into the cells and the exit of stress-related waste products out of the cells. Serenade may safely reduce elevated cortisol levels and optimize cognitive function. Phosphatidylserine may help activate individuals improved exercise capacity, reduce muscle soreness, and reduce fatigue and accelerate recovery. We also offer AlphaSize, which is an alpha GPC, a premier choline donor, which increases the available choline for the synthesis of acetylcholine, a vital neurotransmitter located in the brain and muscles. Numerous studies show the intake of AlphaSize may increase cognitive function, optimize muscular output, sharpen agility, and delay mental fatigue. We offer PureMune, which is an organic yeast beta 1316 glucan, which offers many benefits when formulating products for immune support. Its low-dose, fast-acting formula activates all three parts of the immune system. Citronal is a powerful blend of bioflavonoids and tocotrienols extracted from natural citrus and palm fruits that may help support healthy cholesterol and triglyceride levels. Areomin is a citrus bioflavonoid that helps support healthy glucose levels, promoting auditory, visual, and cognitive function. Lancanone is a proprietary blend of botanical ingredients with clinical evidence that shows relief from joint pain. Maxicuma was a revolutionary water-soluble curcumin that is sustainably produced using a green extraction process. It's tasteless and odorless, and it resolves the challenges of low solubility and low bioavailability associated with curcumin formulations. Whey and casein are dairy proteins that assist with muscle recovery. Hemp protein is a plant-based alternative to dairy proteins and offered in both organic and conventional. To showcase our innovative products in prototypes, I'm excited to introduce our next two presenters. Charles Purcell, our Senior Manager of Application Development for the Univar Solutions Foodology team, and Chef Mike Herricks, the Univar Solutions Corporate Chef and Culinary Development Lead out of the Hatchery Kitchen in Chicago, Illinois. Charles and Chef Mike, take it away.
Welcome to the Univar Solutions North American Food Solutions Center, where chefs, food scientists, and chemists come together to assist our customers in bringing their products to life and into the hands of consumers. I'm Chef Mike Harris, Culinary Development Lead.
And I'm Charles Purcell, Senior Scientist with Univar Solutions. Today we'll be showcasing some products from our Nutraceutical portfolio in end-use applications aimed at promoting healthy aging. Today we'll also discuss a few product prototypes where we combine both ingredients and applications targeted for sports nutrition to create a nutritional supplement solution for aging adults.
These prototypes are developed with a common goal of improving the overall health and well-being of aging adults. All products are prototypes only and should not be taken as medical or legal advice.
So Chef Mike, let's get started.
What Charles has here is a Nootropic shot. This formula provides a targeted dose of alpha GPC 50%, a highly bioavailable choline donor that can enhance cognitive function, memory, and learning. Alpha GPC is also believed to increase the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that is important for brain function. Alpha size A GPC has interesting utility in mind-to-muscle sports nutrition formulations, where it may optimize muscular power output, sharpen agility, and also delay mental fatigue. This is due to acetylcholine's action involving motor unit activation of muscle fibers and subsequent muscle contraction, as well as its ability to increase cognition due to its mental sharpness benefits.
This formula also contains lutein. Lutein is a well-studied carotenoid for vision. Studies also suggest that lutein may be beneficial in increasing neurobiological efficiency in brain regions that are at risk for age-related deterioration, which supports cognitive function in older adults. We have used xanthagreen, a water-soluble 10% lutein ester, to support both eye health and cognitive function. Xanthagreen is solvent-free, sustainable lutein sourced from marigold flower. This formula is targeted for adult nutrition and can be consumed as a quick and convenient way to support brain and eye health.
How many of you start your day with a yogurt parfait? This is a delicious and nutritious way to start the day and a healthy addition to your diet. This is a great example of taking an everyday, simple-to-consume food item that your customers already enjoy and making it a value-added product with a couple of additions.
This yogurt contains a deodorized and flavor-neutral algal DHA, a plant-based source of omega-3 fatty acids that are known to support brain health, cognitive function, and cardiovascular health. Our algal DHA comes in multiple forms, including powders and oils, multiple concentrations ranging from 10 to 70%. This is 40% DHA. The deodorized and neutral version will help to eliminate fishy odor and taste from algal alternatives, which make it extremely application-friendly. The granola topper contains Puremune, the only organic yeast beta-glucan clinically studied for its role in benefiting the immune system. It activates faster and at a lower dose of only 30 milligrams compared to any other beta-glucan in the market. It's offered in organic form, and it's a great addition to the diet to help support a healthy immune system. Ready-to-drink beverages are familiar to both athletes and aging adults. This prototype incorporates micellar casein, cold water-soluble and highly bioavailable curcumin called Maxicuma, and magnesium for maximum benefits while resting. Micellar casein is a slower digesting protein compared to whey protein. Its slow release of amino acids into the bloodstream supports muscle synthesis and may be beneficial for older individuals who are at risk of age-related muscle loss. Additionally, casein is a complete protein and contains all the essential amino acids the body requires to build and repair tissue. It's a good source of calcium, and it provides a lower insulin response, which can be great for aging adults who experience insulin resistance.
So this product actually contains magnesium. Magnesium intake has been associated with its effect on performance and recovery. Studies have shown its effectiveness in significantly reducing muscle soreness after strenuous exercise and enhanced recovery of blood glucose, which has an overall positive performance impact. Magnesium can assist with counteracting sleep and cognitive disorders, which may be common in the elderly with mild magnesium deficiencies.
Yes. During exercise, the human body experiences a breakdown of carbohydrates that can suppress immune response and potentially alter gut permeability. Prebiotic FOS, also known as fructooligosaccharides, increases the population of beneficial bacteria in the gut and stimulates the production of short-chain fatty acids that aid in increased energy for liver and muscle cells to delay fatigue and improve endurance performance. Prebiotic consumption is also associated with overall wellness. FOS is fully water-soluble and works synergistically in these formulations. This formula contains carrageenan as a thickening agent and vanillin, which imparts a delicious taste in our formula. The nutrition profile of this formulation is 15 grams of protein, 50% of the daily value of magnesium, and 2 grams of prebiotic fiber.
Maxicuma is an instant water-soluble curcumin that is clinically studied. Maxicuma contains 172 times more free curcumin than similar products in the market. Its longer half-life is ideally suited for one-a-day doses. Typically, the obstacle with turmeric products is their low bioavailability and low solubility in water. This restricts its use in various applications. Another benefit of Maxicuma is that it is neutral in taste, so there is no earthy aftertaste. It can be easily used in applications like effervescent tablets, gummies, lozenges, sachets, dairy, and as in this case, an RTD beverage.
Great. Let's demonstrate how Maxicuma easily dissolves in water, unlike standard turmeric. I have here 0.2 grams of Maxicuma that I'll dissolve in 500 mils of water. Easily done. A simple stir. And the Maxicuma is 100% solubilized. This creates a fantastic opportunity to incorporate turmeric into a variety of applications. Worth mentioning again, it's a novel form of curcumin that provides much higher free curcumin. Turmeric has various advantages, including supporting reduced inflammation and benefiting joint health. And incorporating it into your application is easy with Maxicuma.
Now we will revisit the ingredients we used in each of our demos today.
For the Nootropic shot, nutraceutical active ingredients used are alpha size A GPC, a 100% cold water soluble alpha glyceryl phosphorylcholine to support cognitive function. Xanthagreen, cold water soluble 10% lutein ester to support cognitive function and eye health. For the yogurt parfait, active ingredients used are neutral and deodorized algal DHA, 40% DHA, a plant-based source of omega-3s, shown to support cognitive function and development. PureMune, organic yeast beta-glucan, supports a healthy immune system. For the ready-to-drink recovery nighttime beverage, nutraceutical products used are micellar casein, an important muscle recovery ingredient for sleep that prevents muscle breakdown. Maxicuma cold water soluble turmeric extract, 24 times more bioavailable than your standard 95% curcumin to help support healthy inflammatory response. Magnesium phosphates, which are a great way to incorporate healthy levels of magnesium, carrageenan as a thickener, vanillin and truvia for flavor and to impart sweetness.
As we have discussed, developing effective nutritional products for adults and athletes requires an understanding of the unique nutritional needs and challenges faced by both groups of individuals. The food scientists and industry experts at Univar Solutions stay up to date with the latest research and trends in nutrition and can assist your teams with developing innovative and effective products that help achieve a variety of nutritional goals. Thank you for joining, and we look forward to hearing from you about these and the myriad of other ingredients Univar Solutions can provide for your final formulations.
Hi, welcome to Tamar Serapien's Q&A portion of the presentation. My name is Sarah Gonsalves. I'm the Technical Business Development for Nutraceuticals here in Canada, and I will be the moderator for Tamar's session. So Tamar, I really loved your presentation. I think it covers a topic that we're just not addressing today, in the sense that there isn't a huge overlap between sports nutrition and adult nutrition. So thank you so much.
Thanks.
Going through the demos, as well as some of the ingredients that you were talking about, I started to think about, what do you think, and what do they taste like, I guess, in the formulation? The products like the alpha GPC, the alpha size, the pure immune, the micellar casein. Would you mind commenting maybe a little bit on the flavor profiles of those ingredients?
Yes, absolutely. And thank you for that. That is typically the number one question that any formulator really is going to be focusing on when they're looking to incorporate these products into a final formulation. Due to limited time, I couldn't really touch on flavor profiles of every single one that I presented during the PowerPoint. But as far as what's presented during the live demos, most of the products are actually tasteless and flavorless. So for example, the alpha GPC that we used in the Nootropic shot has a neutral flavor and it is completely tasteless. The Pure Immune that was in the yogurt parfait is also completely tasteless and odorless. So again, very easy to incorporate into a variety of different applications. We also use that micellar casein in the ready to drink beverage. Now that casein is actually a byproduct of a mozzarella cheese making process. So what's unique about that is the factory that we obtain these products from only manufacture mozzarella, versus maybe some other factories who maybe make cheddar cheese or Gouda. So you might be receiving some off colors, off flavors, off notes. So that's what's really unique about the micellar casein. It's a very white and very consistent colored product, and there is minimal taste to that as well. We did include some other ingredients like fructooligosaccharides. Those are inherently sweet products and actually can be used to help to replace sugar in some applications as well. But yeah, so most of our products are very versatile and have minimal taste and flavor.
That's actually quite interesting. On just going back to the casein that you were talking about, I have tasted some, sodium caseinates, or like even milk protein isolates, which can be like a little bit sulfury and chemically. So it's really nice to know and hear that the micellar casein is like a completely nice and clean flavor to add to any application, I assume.
Yeah, our supplier is actually Leprino, and they are one of the largest national manufacturers of mozzarella cheese. So it's very, very unique supplier. Yeah.
Wow. No, that's great to hear. So, in terms of actually just thinking about casein, is there anything in the micellar casein specifically? I know you've used it in the sports nutrition, adult nutrition product in the demos, but is there any other applications that you might recommend the casein for?
Oh, that is a great question. What comes to mind initially is the ready to drinks, just because they are so easily consumable. But we see a lot of these protein products and a lot of functional foods. So we're starting to see the incorporation into things even like a pasta or a pasta sauce. So more and more consumers are demanding higher protein content in a lot of their food groups, because there's tons of studies and clinical evidence showing that protein keeps you satiated for a longer period of time. And so customers are starting to get more active, focus on their health a little bit more. And so they're noticing that protein it's a huge ingredient. It's a huge macronutrient. It's vital to their health. And so they want to see that incorporated into more just general food products. So we're seeing functional foods kind of be a huge target market for some of our, not only whey protein, but also micellar caseins.
I guess that leads into another question that I kind of had top of mind, actually. You talked a lot about sort of older adults, but what demographic would you maybe try to target with adult nutrition or sports nutrition style products? Would it be those over the age of 30, those over the age of 60? Where do you see like this trend being most focused towards?
Yeah. So, and that's typically why I'm very sensitive about the term older adults because we're not referring just to those over the age of 65. A lot of these aging changes and these obstacles that we're seeing do occur in these later years, but sometimes more and more we're starting to see the onset of these issues in our 30s or our 40s, which doesn't necessarily mean you're an older adult, but more and more we're seeing our consumers really start paying attention to their health in these decades of their lifetimes because they want to ensure that by the time that they get to the age of 60 that they're aging in a proper manner and that they're increasing their years spent very healthy and very active and cognitively present. So we want to focus on increasing health span, not just lifespan. So healthy aging really, it would be doing adults of any age a disservice to just focus on those over 60 as a target market. We really want to be promoting these products to, we want to be focusing on sports nutrition and healthy aging. As we've seen in the presentation, there's a huge crossover. So I do really think that we should be focusing on adults of any age and trying to help educate them and make them more aware that some of these food products and supplement products can really be beneficial as the decades go by.
Absolutely. No, that's great. I like that answer. And I think the audience will appreciate the response to that as well. For, you talked about whey in your presentation and you talked about casein as well. I'm hearing a lot more about milk fat globule membrane as a source of protein, but also as a source of phospholipids. Do you think there's a place for that in adult nutrition as well as sports nutrition, or how do you see sort of that product playing out in this space?
Absolutely. So typically we actually see milk fat globule membrane. I'm just going to refer to it as MFGM. Typically we see the product actually in infant nutrition products. It's called out on the label because it's extremely important for cognitive development of children. Now that we're noticing a focus on cognitive development and maintaining cognitive function in healthy aging and aging adults, it's important to start applying that to adults as well. With that being said, sports nutrition then is not exempt from that category. Everybody wants to stay cognizant. They want to retain their memory. They want to stay social and active. And so I do think that there's a place in multiple markets for MFGM to be incorporated into products.
It is such an emerging field. And I think you're right. Like the focus portion is a huge part of the sports nutrition world as well. Now, in your opinion, do you feel like there's a protein that might be better for adult nutrition, in regards to both whey and casein?
I never want to say that something is better than something else because in the end, it all depends. The two are both highly beneficial. They add protein content to a variety of different applications. They are used in different methods. For example, whey protein is typically used in post-workout for protein benefits. The way that we really want to focus on using the casein, because it's a larger molecular size, it keeps you satiated for longer, it keeps you fuller for longer. So we want to use it in the evenings, at nighttime. It kind of helps to provide that sustained release as well. So it provides extended bioavailability as we sleep, which can kind of help to limit muscle atrophy and kind of helps increase our body sustain the muscle that we want to maintain through our adult years.
You actually bring up a really great point. Sorry, I was thinking while you were saying that protein does create a lot of satiation. And one of the challenges with as we get older, we need more calories, and sometimes it's harder to consume them, or maybe you're trying to do weight management, so maybe protein is good in that sense. Now, one of the challenges, they're seeing with older adults is it's hard to get the amount of protein consumption that they actually need to, I guess, attenuate sarcopenia in that sense. Do you feel like is there an effective strategy to improve protein consumption, or what made you suggest, I should say, for increasing protein consumption in older adults?
It does. A lot of it really does begin with education, which can be difficult, but kind of educating older adults on the benefits of protein, which are widely known with athletes and individuals who are focused on exercising. It's vital if you're an athlete or involved in any type of physical performance, but older adults and those maybe who are already past the point of 60 years old may not really understand the full benefits of consuming adequate protein, especially as we age and we start to see some of that muscle loss and reduction of bone density. So incorporating protein into a variety of applications is really going to be the most beneficial for these age groups. Like I said, we're starting to see them in functional foods a lot more. So I think even being sneaky and sneaking it into some foods is great, because a lot of adults may just not be reaching for, a protein supplementation product. They might be just going to buy their average marinara sauce or maybe their average pasta product. And we're starting to replace some of the grains and carbohydrates and other products that may not be as nutrient dense with protein that's actually going to help their health and well-being in the long run. So
I think it goes for a lot of the ingredients you talked about today. Not necessarily sneaking them in, but you're right, educating them on how do we, increase the nutrient density of the products that they're eating. How do we replace sugar with something like fructooligosaccharides so the average consumer is getting, their prebiotics. Almost like you're not, sneaking it in, but you are educating and improving the nutrient density of a regular average product that you might go shop at.
Absolutely. And that was kind of the whole point of these product prototypes too. It's to showcase that you can take an average product that's consumed pretty frequently every day and place something into it that can help with immunity, like the Pure Immune product or some of the alpha GPC that's helping with cognition, but that isn't really a health product or a supplement. We're really looking to incorporate a lot of these products into just everyday food items so that they can help with well-being and health.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for the detailed responses, Tamar. I feel like our audience will have a lot to absorb and interpret and hopefully apply to their formulations in the future. So with that, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarah. Have a great day.
You too.